So namaste. It's 5 to 7 in the evening. On a Wednesday, I have these reflections a little earlier, 5 minutes earlier, and I don't spend much time with you because I have a Zoom conference call with Northern Ireland at 7. As you can see, there's a sun streaming through the window here. It had been a glorious day here, almost like a summer's day. And so we should be thankful for that. This morning's thought was centered around a certain aspect of devotion. We have various opportunities to develop an idea, an ideal, a favorite, beloved one, an Ishtadevata, a chosen ideal. But it depends where we put ourselves. Now, some 5,000 years ago, Sri Krishna, when he spoke through the Bhagavad Gita, the celestial song, he tells in no uncertain terms that for the coming age, that is the age of Kali Yuga, the age in which we find ourselves, that love of God is the best way. And when we will have its own, you find intensity, will have its own effects. It works silently in the undercurrent of life, attracting a teacher or a book or a thought that removes any obstacle in front. We know how to remove physical obstacles. If there is a stone, we can shift it out of the way. We can even carve it up into smaller pieces and use it as building materials. If there's a wild animal in the way, we can chase it away or avoid it, or we can attack it outright. But what about these particular equivalents in the mind? And so if we adopt this aspect of spiritual practice, of a yearning and loving for God, then what position should we adopt? With many options available, Sri Ramakrishna comes to our rescue in contemporary times. And he tells us actually to view the divine as the mother is the best possible way for this age, for this Kali Yuga. First of all, devotion is the best way. But of all the ways, the sweetest way is to submit to a will of the mother, that is to be carried by her. The characteristic of a child is that a child has no agenda. A child has tremendous innocence. Ignorance in the sense of innocence. It accepts everything that is told by the parents. When it looks up into the sky and sees the stars, it doesn't wonder, what are they? It thinks that these are pearls around the Divine Mother's neck. When we look at the blue sky, it's sufficient to understand that this is the Lord's blue skin that represents infinity for us. And we go through the grass and we hear the breeze going through the long grass and we hear the shh of it. And somebody tells us that this is the Lord's whisper in the grass. We are quite happy to adopt this. What happened in adulthood? Our propensity for logical thinking and so-called adult frame has developed obstacles rather than removed them. How to remove these obstacles? Can we not be childlike? Not childish, as I mentioned so many times before, but childish, and allow ourselves to be nurtured and looked after by a divine mother of the universe. And so these thoughts that I gave today illustrate the fact that, yes, there are logical, scientific explanations for everything. But knowing that anyway, should we lose our innocence? Should we lose our childlike aspect? Should we completely destroy our creative imagination, whose waves find their illuminating effect in the world in front? So with these thoughts, I hope you'll continue meditating. It is now 7 o'clock, and so I will love and I will leave you. And please enjoy the rest of the evening and see if you can make this loving connection of mother-child. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto all.